but that's your Peppa Pig. Alright, so now moving on to Patrick Starr. So he kind of has a weird top of the head, so we're going to start with that first. And you're going to want to go up from about the middle of his body, come up here, he's very tall, and kind of make a little curve on the top. Then fill it out and come down. So you see we kind of have this indent here and how it comes out to wider because the top of his head is very skinny and has that little curve, and then he's wider on the bottom, so you definitely want to set it up that way. And then you're going to come around here. We're going to leave a little space for his leg, but we're not going to leave a little space for the other leg, and we're going to get to why when we go to the rest of his bottom half. And you're going to curve it around and connect up to the line that we had over here. So next we're going to go to his eyes. So a lot of his body parts actually stick out of his body, but you just want to draw this to get the shape first. So we're going to erase this little portion kind of towards the middle, or a little above the middle of his face. And you're going to want to draw a nice ovular eye that kind of sticks out of the body. And this one is going to connect. So we have two little ovals. His pupils are right in the center of those, so you're going to draw that. Actually, I kind of made this eye crooked. And we can make this a little straighter. Perfect. And now this eyebrow is kind of on the outside of his head, and this eyebrow is on the inside. So it kind of looks like that. He has very small little eyes. Now for his mouth. So his mouth kind of comes like a curve like this, and then back around like that. And then we have a little cheek muscle right there. And then you're going to want to do a curve like this. So you see how the edges of his mouth kind of stick out? You want that. You want them to stick out because that's kind of the way they drew him. And then you just have two little bumps like a hill for his tongue. Now for his arms. You're going to want to erase this side right here, kind of where we connected the bottom and the top. That's kind of where his arm goes. And you're just going to come a little from the inside of his body, stretch up, and come back down. So now you're going to do that with the other side, but you're not going to erase it. This arm comes from the back, but you want to make sure that they're the same length. And it comes up and around. Perfect. Okay. Now, we're going to draw his shorts before we draw his belly button, just so we get a sense of where they are. And we're going to draw a little curve that comes right under the arms, and then another curve right below that to make the little waistband. And his little belly button is right in the center. So we have one curve and another smaller curve, like that. Okay, now for his legs. So the way this kind of works is you're going to draw a little bit. You kind of want this line in there to come out, and same on the other side. And you're going to curve it in. So that's a little slight curve down there. And then you want tiny, stubby, but round legs, like that. So now the other side, we didn't draw space for his leg because this leg is kind of coming from the back, almost as if he's walking. And you're going to draw it about the same length down, maybe a little shorter just because he's walking, and curve it. And then you're going to want to make the leg about the same. I made that too short. About the same size, and you're going to make it short, stubby, but curved, like that. Okay, now for the detail of his pants. So we all know he has little purple stars on his pants. So the first one kind of comes, I drew a line, comes right on this side where we have the leg meets his body. And you draw a flower, kind of like that. It kind of comes up in and around, very curvy. And then the next one is it's like right under his belly button, but a little to the left of it. And you're going to come in, and out. Just like that. And there you have your Patrick outline. So he's a lot bigger than Peppa, but it's okay. So you can actually use the same color for his skin tone. And so we're actually going to do his skin first. And you're going to color everywhere except the eyes and the mouth. You can color over the eyebrows and the belly button. They'll still show up. And you want to make sure you color his two legs, and you want to color his arms. kind of colored on his tongue, but it's okay. The color that's we're going to do is going to go over it, so it'll be alright. Then we're going to color his legs. And there you go for that. So now for his tongue, you're going to want to use that same violet red color that we had used for Peppa's cheeks. And you're going to want to color in that tongue. And then for the back of his mouth, you're going to want to use a dark red. This one's called brick red. If you don't have that, you can just use the black. And you're going to come like that. Alright, now we can just use the black super quickly to do his pupils. You can, but I'm not going to color over the eyebrows just because they're so thin that I don't want to mess them up with the crayon, so I'm just going to leave them. Now for his pants. We're not going to color in the little purple squiggle flower things. We're just going to use the yellow green, the lightest green color right now, and we're going to leave them blank and do them last. And you're just going to color in the pants. And then you're going to take a nice purple. I'm going to use the violet purple to color in the little flowers. And there you have Patrick Starr. Alright, now lastly, I'm going to draw the blue Powerpuff Girl. So there are 3 of them, if you know what the Powerpuffs are. There are red, yellow, and blue. They're all basically the same. Their hair is a little different, but if I'm only going to draw one, but once you learn one, you can basically